I was talking to Matt Walker about this, who, our friend Matt, amazing sleep scientist. And turns out that the amount of melatonin, if it's listed like 3 milligrams or 6 milligrams, it can vary anywhere from being 15% of what's actually listed on the bottle to 85% more. And if you look at how much melatonin is actually made by the pineal gland, it's a tiny fraction of the 3 milligrams it's supposed to be. So melatonin, it's all over the place.
Does that mess you up if you take melatonin? Does your body say, well, I don't need any melatonin, I don't need to make it?
It might. The bigger I never suggest melatonin for sleep for a couple reasons. One is the reason kids don't go into puberty until a certain age is because they have chronically high melatonin.
Really?
Melatonin suppresses puberty.
So does it suppress your endocrine system?
So in humans, it's probably not as dramatic as it is in animals that are seasonal breeders. But long ago, when I was a graduate student at Berkeley, we would do these experiments on these little, what are called Siberian hamsters, these little hamsters. And these hamsters only breed in long days because light basically suppresses melatonin, okay? Mm-hmm. So in short days, long nights, seasonal breeding animals shut down breeding, right? Humans can breed all year long, of course. But if you give melatonin to a male Siberian hamster, its testes go from the size of standard marbles to the size of a grain of rice within a week.
Wow.
And the females, their ovaries involute. They basically turn into like little shriveled, not even raisins, but little specks. So when I hear about people taking a lot of melatonin and you've got this whole issue with falling testosterone, dysregulated estrogen in men and women, I just think it's not the best sleep aid. The other thing, and Matt and I have talked about this a lot recently, just we've been hanging out and chatting about science, or as he would say, splashing around in the science of sleep. As you know, he's a Brit after all. The problem with melatonin is it will help you fall asleep, but it won't help you stay asleep. And so some people have this problem. They take melatonin, they fall asleep, and then they wake up 3 or 4 hours later.
Because it wears off?
Yeah, there are much better things for sleep.